are live.
Hmm.
Mm. What's up, you guys? It's your girl Inspire checking in, and I am coming to you with another episode of NSpireNation Station. And today we have with us our artist spotlight, Statiz. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. The status, that
It's status. I'm so sorry.
yeah,
Okay, you
yeah.
guys, we have with us status for today. Tell us a bit more about yourself. I know you are an artist that's in Alabama right now, but how did you start your craft and where are you from? Just tell us a bit more about your story and how you began.
I'm originally from Mobile, Alabama. I always had a love for music, and I say around my junior, senior year in high school, me and a group of my friends, we just decided like we gonna try this rap thing. Some of us still are into music at this point, and some of us, aren't. But it was a cool little journey of learning the ins and outs and figuring out how everything is done. Just going from the open mics and stuff and trying to learn how to do everything to now trying to learn the business side of everything. So it's been fun to say the least.
Yes, I can definitely concur with that. The open mics, even performing in front of larger crowds on big stage, the whole business side that can be a whole nother thing on its own because
Yeah,
I know there's a lot to it, especially with copywriting music, with owning your music, trying to perform. I didn't even know that like when you buy music, it comes with certain stipulations. Like you can only record one time, or you can only have it on certain streaming platforms. Um, and that's something it's a learning process. It
yeah,
definitely takes time.
yeah,
It
yeah.
definitely takes time. And as far as your passion for it, what gave you the passion to start writing? And is music like a therapy for you? I know writing for some people can be a therapy for you to be able to release the things that you have inside of you, or some things you maybe want to hold back. And I know music can be a voice of its own by itself. So, what gave you that passion and what drives you to continue to write?
Well, initially it was like I said, it was just a group of us, and we all decided like, because my favorite rapper was Lil Wayne, so I wanted to say, I can I can rap on anybody beat something like Lil Wayne. Even just starting, he had my confidence through the roof. Like I can do it too. And so that was the initial driver for me to try to be that good. So as time went on, I lived life and it was just like, all right, so now I've learned that I can rap. Now let me give myself something to actually rap about, being myself. What other thing is that to rap about but being myself? So now it's just telling my story and mostly getting a lot of stuff off my chest that I normally wouldn't have these conversations, but I can do it through my music, or I can work out different problems through my music just by writing it out and then putting it to a beat. I'm able to give myself answers for real to a lot of the things that I go through just through writing. I don't know if it's just like God or somebody using my pen to talk to me. And I just put it down on music because somebody else might need that too. So
Hmm.
I be that voice.
Yes, and speaking of stuff that you go through and other people needing it, I was listening to Mentally Incarcerated. Can we have a breakdown of that song?
Man, that one was a wild one because
It
I had
resonates though. It
yeah,
definitely resonates.
I had recently got out. I did a little time in prison. So I had recently got out, and while I was in there I studied Islam, watched a lot of videos and studied after the Master Farad Muhammad and Minister Louis Farrakhan. So I started to think of a lot of regular situations like on a more spiritual level. And
Mhm.
I just thought to myself, like, with all of the stuff that we go through in life, a lot of our vices is like incarceration. Because when a person is addicted to drugs, that's his incarceration.
Mhm.
Like, he can't get out. No matter what he try to do, he can't get out. You got to really go through something, do the time, heal, do whatever you got to do in order to get out of that imprisonment right there. So it's just, I felt like at the time of me first being out and getting back adjusted to everything, that from what went on then into what's going on now, it was like a mental incarceration of just, it was all like a soup. And I just put everything together in that soup and got a message from it, pretty much. Like, it was just me, like I said, messages of me talking myself through everything that was going on, pretty much.
Yeah, so it is a great song, and I definitely recommend everybody to go listen to it. It is available for you to use on Instagram. I did use it on there, and I listened to it on YouTube. Are you on all streaming platforms?
All streaming platforms.
And how can they find you on those streaming platforms?
Status, Statiz. Just
And
type
if
in status. I'm there.
if I was to ask you, what's your most favorite thing about being an artist? What would be the first? And I do mean the very first thing that would pop up in your head.
Recording.
Why?
Um, like I said, it's therapy, so it's me. Look at it as me talking to me. So I love working through my issues that I may have in life, whatever it might be. It might be relationship issues. It might be I got some financial issues going on. So a lot of it is gonna be like, when you listen to it, it'll be like club type music, to where we celebrate, we got music, but to me it's manifestation. You
Mm-hmm.
feel what I'm saying? So speak of it as you already have it. And that's the only way it's gonna come. You gotta speak like you already got it. So this might sound like a club anthem to you, but this is me manifesting my lifestyle. It's me manifesting how I desire to live. And I don't know, it's a fun process. Record. It's just a whole fun process.
Now, would you with you doing all of that, what has been your most challenging moment of being an artist? Like, have you ever had a time where you want to give up on it, you want to let it go, or it was just not for you? And how did you get yourself back out of that?
Um those times come and go. But the only time where it's just like I was like, I'm gonna just finna step to the side and do this right here. Um, I had this one I met my girl Rachel Mack. She does acting. She has a film production company. So I started to look into that, and I was like, man, being a rapper is kind of hard. And it's also it was like, you make all this music and you put all this effort into it, you put your mind, heart, body, and soul into it, and then you look at these bigger artists, how they putting they all into it, and getting like a fraction of what the labels and stuff is getting. I'm like, do I really want to put my all, my time, my everything into this, and only get a few pennies out of $1 million? Do I really want to do that? Hell no. So I kind of start. I kind of start was like, man, fuck it. I'm gonna go this way over here and just, I'm gonna do some acting, because it feel like I can kind of. But I found a way to like merge the two.
Mm-hmm.
I go back and revisit a lot of the old films that we grew up liking, like House Party and stuff like that. How high, like these were rappers that used their music for the film. So I'm like, and 50 do it every day with Power.
Yep.
So I'm like, why not go this route? So that's where I'm at with it now. Just merging the two and learning the business as I go so I can own everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That part right there. Now I definitely know like the whole branching off. For instance, there's an artist in Georgia, Elijah Lamar. I know when I first met him, he was big on performing and everything, and now he is also directing his own movies. And he put out a thing to where he was asking who he wanted to perform at a certain place, and I'm like, you. He said I don't even rap anymore. He's done tapped in with acting, and the
Yeah.
man is taking off with it. And so it's a lot as far as what you can do with music, and I didn't even realize that, especially like ghostwriting, submitting your music for films, like you just said, and then even the little simple things like with you being signed up with BMI or ASCAP, and I know like every time you perform, you're able to go on and put their performance on there so you can get royalties from it. So that's
Yeah.
always a little plus. And then the marketing side, I know that can definitely be a lot. I remember I had one person tell me her minimum budget for marketing was $500. So you definitely have to pay to play. I
Yeah.
learned that being in Georgia. So I know if you don't have a passion for it, you will shy away from it easily. And when you don't, that's how you know that it's something that you really want to do, even if it's just for fun or for therapy. Because we have people like Lizzo who was just putting music out there. She wasn't even expecting, according to her story, to get to where she got with doing music. It was just fun for her and therapy. So I know it can take you a lot of places. And as far as like your genre, do you have a specific genre of music, or can you write, or are you willing to write like anything?
Um, I have written or I have been on the writing team. Let's say I wrote a complete R&B song, but I have been on the writing team for a few R&B songs for an artist that I'm working with by the name of KO. We have a song out right now. It's called Something More. So, you know, we did that, and she got some more stuff on the way out too. So I have written in other genres, but I can't say I'm mostly on like hip hop and rap for real, for real. Yeah.
Are you willing to tap into other genres?
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, for sure.
So
Yeah,
if
we
anybody wanted to like book you for a feature, how would they reach out to you?
Straight Elite ENT. Straight Elite Entertainment. Reach out to Straight Elite Entertainment, my guy Boo Diddley. You can find him on any social media under Straight Elite ENT, or Sturdy Podcast. On Facebook, he'll be Boo Brown on Facebook. Yeah,
And with
so
that, does that mean you're signed to a label or you're an independent artist?
I'm independent. I'm independent.
Which okay, so I know like you have some artists who are big on having the goal of I have to be signed to a label, and then you have some who have the independent part. Like for myself, it was I know some labels once you get signed to them, you may be like this in the beginning, but at the end, because they're all about their money, they might try to change up your style or how you are as far as an artist or a writer, or get you to try to tap into other things, which was another reason I asked you that question. Would you prefer to remain an independent artist, or would you prefer to eventually be signed to a label?
um, that's what a bag is, for real, that label. But it would definitely have to make sense though for both parties. Like my main goal is to build up a community of supporters that support me and what I do. Like from the film side to the music side. So I know once you build that up, then you have leverage to really talk to them folks almost how you want to talk to them and request and require the type of things that you want in your situation. So my main goal is to build that up, and if I can get them to come in and like partnership and give me a couple dollars on something, then I'm cool with that. But not completely selling my whole everything I got over to them just for nah. I'm not willing to do that.
Yes, and I would definitely say if you ever or when you get in that situation, make sure you read that contract
Mm.
because I know in a lot of things that we do nowadays, sometimes even if it's just a little simple app, you have no choice but to sign the agreement for you to even get logged in onto the app. Reading is very, very, very fundamental because I even found myself almost getting caught up in the situation I did not want to be in. What got me the most was if you make a certain amount of money, then that automatically signs you back to that company for another certain amount of years, and then everything
Oh,
be it under them, they would own. Being that you said that, which was another reason why I asked you that question. And then especially 360 deals. How do you feel about those?
um, that's for I don't like in certain situations those could be good though. And if you're a hustler, like, cause it's like 360 deals are not new. They've been going on for decades, but it people who know they a hustler, know they can get out there and grind, and they have good product. You can get out there and make them they money back and some, and get yourself out of whatever, because you may sign for what 3, 5 albums. You go ahead, hustle, grind, make the good music, make good product. You get them folks their money back. Then when they come back, once that deal is over with, now you call the shot.
Mm-hmm.
We got artists that do that all the time. It's just when artists don't have so good a product, we might think it's good, but the the people who matter don't think it's good enough. So you're not able to get them folks their money back. So now you crying, oh, I'm stuck in this deal. They won't let me out. You ain't fulfilled your promise. That's why. But everybody that fulfills their promise, so that's why you have to build that solid fan base. So it's
Mm-hmm.
somebody you can count on. You got people like Drake, for instance. He he did some promoting for Iceman, but this man dropped 3 albums, all of them at the top of the charts right now because of his fan base. They gonna go support it regardless. They ain't
Yep.
never heard of none of these names, and he just drop them. So when you got pull like that, and you don't have to be at Drake's size to do that. You just gotta don't get yourself in something you can't. If you know you can't get them folks back $10 million, don't sign yourself up for $10 million. Simple.
Yes, and then the main thing that I heard from you saying all of that was you gotta put in the work. If you're not putting in the work, then it's not gonna work. It's not
Right.
gonna work at all. So you definitely have to be willing to grind for it. And again, looking through your profile, even just on YouTube, I see that you have several videos out, and you're definitely willing to put in that grind. Do you currently
Right.
have a manager right now?
Yeah. Boo Brown, who I was talking about earlier.
Wait, I can't hear you.
I don't know.
Um, Hold on, I'm gonna take you out, put you back on. Okay, there you go.
You can hear me now.
Yep, I can hear you.
Alright. So so my management team, he is Boo Brown. I'm trying to find this information. Yeah. So for any booking information, you just hit up my manager, Boo Brown's. Phone number is 251-349-5135. Just for whether you want to sit down and just write, or if you want to book for features, shows, if you want to purchase some merch, reach out to Boo Brown. He gonna get everything over to me, orders and everything, and we'll get them out real quick. Get them right back to you. We have a lot of. I have actually have a project on the way out. It's called a cleanup.
Mm-hmm.
Executive produced by Boo Brown, my manager, and so we have a lot of merch on the way out. And so
Ask you if you had some.
yes, I do. That's one thing I always aim to keep some merch on me because if nothing else, merch is a good stream of income to draw from to put back into the business. So I always like to keep a lot of merch on me. Anyway, when I'm going to my shows and all that, I keep me a box of merch with.
Oh, most definitely. And how can they find you on social media platforms? Or if you're on LinkedIn, got a link tree, any of that.
You can find me on all social media platforms under status, aka Ocho. Statiz, aka Ocho. Ocho.
And
Um,
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
oh, email. My email is statusbay06 at gmail. That's STATIZBEY06 at gmail.com. Y'all can reach me through my email. I do respond to emails as long as they ain't no crazy stuff.
No spamming, folks.
Yeah. But yeah, if y'all got, you want to send me some stuff to do some videos on, you want me to put on your apparel and stuff like that, I do those. Just hit me up. We can work.
Most definitely. And I have one more question for you. A really a statement. Is there anything that you want to leave for anybody who may be upcoming in music or upcoming artists or even somebody younger that may be watching that have a passion for it?
Yeah, always, I don't know, I can't cuss, but just put in the work. Just put in the work. Don't grade your day 5 to somebody else's great day 5,000,
Mm.
because that person might be doing something that you want to do, but don't judge what you got going on by what they got going on. They might have been doing this for 20 years and you only been doing it for a few months. So just, keep it cool, keep working hard, and just know that uh, building that community gonna be
Well, that was definitely well said. And I hope that you guys are listening and taking it in because there's definitely 101 thou wow, as y'all would say. But thank you so much for coming on today. You guys, please don't forget to follow him. Check out his music. If you're ready to work and put in the work with him, hit him up, hit up his manager, and to our Inspired Nation Station family and Swag Her Magazine people. We love you guys and thank you again for tapping in. Until the next episode, see you later.